Everyone, if you've been here all night for Ultim, I appreciate you sticking it out for everything. I know it's a long night of concerts. Sitting in front of you is the 8th grade band. This class is so fun every day because this is one class for me. Second hour every day, all these kids are in the room, and we get to play some really cool stuff. I normally don't play the Star Spangled Banner on a band concert, but we've played them for the Veterans Day Assembly, and I had a parent ask if I could video, or if I got a video of the Veterans Day Assembly, and I didn't, because I was busy conducting it. But I thought, we'll go ahead and perform these tonight. So we're going to start out with the Star Spangled Banner. These kids represented our school very well. About a month ago, we performed that for all the veterans at Veterans Day. The rest of the program, except for the end, is kind of a traditional band concert. We have like 4 main band songs we're going to do, and then we're going to end with a special fight song at the end. Both the Star Spangled Banner and the fight song are the high school versions of that song that these kids will get to play next year, 9th, and 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So it's pretty special. We went ahead and talked to them in 8th grade, and they're doing an excellent job with that. My family knows this about me, but I love the How to Train Your Dragon movies. These have some of the best music, and there's a new version of this movie coming out this June, and it's just great music. I like doing film scores, movie soundtracks, because the film score composers don't care what grade these kids are in, so it gives them challenges that they don't normally see in just normal band music. So, hope you're into this. If you have little kids, maybe you've seen it. If you haven't, go see How to Train Your Dragon. This is highlights from the first movie of How to Train Your Dragon. Before we play our next song, I want to mention a few kids that have gone above and beyond this year. Earlier in the semester, I talked to the kids about this thing called the Northeast Missouri All-District Junior High Honor Band. It's like the longest title, but what it is, I think there's 54 schools involved in it this year, get to each submit 10 names, and then the directors of those bands select from those 10 kids from each school, and they make 2 honor bands. And we had 10 kids that got qualified for it. They had to play an audition, like a chair test, if you've heard of that, for the whole band. And the top 10 scores that I nominated were, and you can stand up when I say your name, Dakota Maroney, Owen, Xander Cole, Drew Ryan, Marcel Sullivan, Kay Wright, Jackson Colbert, that was the professional section, Anna Hardy, Hunter Bolin, that's the professional section, and Britta Murphy. Now, those 10 names get submitted, and I have no control over who the district picks. They pick the people they need based on what instruments they need. So could you remain standing if you got selected to be part of the district band? I like to honor all 10 of them because we don't have control over who the district picks, but I wish I could take all these kids. They would do great. But those kids have done exceptional work for us this year. They're going to go a day in January and a day in February and meet up with these kids from all over the Northeast Missouri region. And the region goes from like Winfield all the way over to Columbia and then north to the Iowa border. So it's a ton of schools, and they'll come together and put together a performance in basically 1.5 days. And so that's something that they're going to do special in the second semester. This next tune we're going to play is a little different for the kids. The first day I handed it out and played it for them, they were not thrilled. Part of our curriculum in 8th grade is to play a challenging slow piece that is not just loud and fast and lots of notes. And my problem is this year I have like a bazillion percussionists in the back door. Hello guys. And they do an excellent job for me. So I wanted to pick a song that didn't make them have to sit out a lot. So this is not your typical band piece. I hope you like it. It's kind of dark. This is Silhouette for a Dream. Of a Dream, sorry. My editor up here. She's great. She edits everything, so it's awesome. So we've had so much stuff going on this semester already. Like I said, we performed for the Veterans Day Assembly, we performed for Pep Assemblies and Band. We also had a pep band this year that played for 3 of our home basketball games. I wish we could have done more, but every week in December there's band concerts going on that I'm helping with all over the district. But if you were a member of our pep band this year, would you please stand up if you came to any of those games? These guys had a lot of excitement in the basketball. This next piece we're going to play for you is, well, it kind of fits the title. Sounds like Cyclone. You're going to hear it kind of get a little crazy and swirly in the middle and a little dissonant, and then it does what a cyclone does. Here's Cyclone by Michael Boyer. So if you've been around for a while, you know all about probably the wall of chops and the 30-second club and thing we do in band. If you made chops this year so far, would you please stand up? We got a bunch of kids that have done this year. If you made monster chops, would you remain standing? They're twice as hard. If you made the incredibly hard one, the big chops, would you remain standing? We got a few of those guys. And then if you made the 30-second club, which is a different thing, would you stand up? They have to play 6 scales of 30-second club. We got a few of these guys. I love being a teacher. I get kids that want to do harder stuff than that class asks them to do. It's really funny. Wouldn't be a December concert without some Christmas music. If you grew up like I did, watching the old 1960s, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Frosty the Snowman, that's what this music is from. So I hope you enjoy it. Here's some Christmas music. Before we do the last one, Mr. Marcheski, one of the high school band directors, is going to talk to you real quick, but I want to thank all the band directors in town for always helping us out, no matter what school it is. We got a couple trumpets sick today, and Mr. Blankenship just stepped in and helped play and fill out that trumpet sound today. So thank you guys, I really appreciate all your help. Here you go, Mr. Marcheski.
Hey, just real quick, wanted to talk for a second. Mr. Blankenship and I are really excited to welcome both this class of 8th grade and the Troy Middle 8th graders over to the high school and to 9th grade band next year, and excited about all the things we get to do with them in grades 9 to 11 and 12. I know there have been some questions coming up, but they've been doing their 4-year plans here recently, and or some of you are looking at going to 4-year plan, going, okay, how do we get all this stuff on the plan? It can all get in there, it can be done. I know there were a handful of kids going, I can't put this on my schedule, I don't know how to do it. It can be done. So those 4-year plans, they aren't set in stone, that's just setting out a plan. I know a question was, I have to take PE, I can't take band. That's not true, okay? You don't have to do PE as a 9th grader. If there are questions about scheduling, if you're unsure about how something can work, let us know. Dr. Thomas can answer questions. Mr. Blankenship and I would be happy to answer questions. But what tends to happen, you get really crowded in your schedule in 9th grade. In 10th grade, it gets a little easier. And then by 11th grade and 12th grade, we have kids that are just looking for what classes can I take as I go to my schedule. And we have kids that are seniors that are taking during the school day, band, jazz band, second jazz band sometimes, AP music theory, guitar class. And they might be taking 4 or 5 music classes as a senior, because by the time they get there, they have room in their schedule. So if that is a question you're having, or I don't know how we can make this work, let us know. We've been doing this for a long time, and we are happy to finagle schedules and do all the things we can do to make sure your kids can do what they want to do, whether it's band, choir, or all of it, all at the same time. We can help you figure out a plan to make it work. So please feel free to reach out. We want to see every single one of the 9th grade band next year. So thank you.
So if you've been around Troy at all lately, you're going to know this song. Feel free to clap along. We're going to close out tonight with the high school fight song.